William Samoei Ruto must allow freely Azimio leaders to engage with Kenyans just the same way the president has also been accorded reception across the country. And William Ruto was recently in Nyanza. I don't think he was heckled anywhere. And secondly, the clamor for the security details of Azimio leaders to be restored is something that must be revived. I recently analyzed that the reason why Raila Odinga's security had not been returned is because of a move to scuttle political mobility. What happened in Turkana today is backward, stupid, and primitive. I choose to use those words because that's what President used to describe his deputy, who was talking about shareholding. And Raila Odinga attended the cultural festival in Turkana, a festival he said he initiated alongside Josephat Nanok when Nanok was Turkana governor and was actually elected twice through the ODM party ticket. And today, the leaders and the state blocked Raila Odinga from speaking an event. And in this podcast, I want to tell you the way that drama was well scripted, and it is something that was already choreographed. It all started with this MCA.
Mimi ni UDA na mimi ni MCA wa UDA. Gavana na wageni waheshimiwa wenye wamefika, mimi naogopa Mungu na sitima. Ile kitu mimi nataka kusema, Raila anastahili kukaribishwa. Niliomba lini nitakutana na wewe nikuambie maneno kuliko maneno ya kusengenyana. Mimi nataka kukuambia sisi Waturukana tulikupenda kama Yesu, na wewe ukatuchukia kama shetani. Museimana amehangaika, wewe hujawahi pea nomination. Askulu huyu anatembea na wewe usiku na mchana, hujapea nomination. Badala upea school nomination, unapea msichana yako. Hawa vijana wako na tabu, wanataka kazi. Wangapi wao umepeleka kwa ofisi yako babu yetu? Sisi tunakupenda, hatukuchukii, lakini tunalia kama watoto wako.
This MCA is a UDA MCA. And of course, Azimio leaders also have the whole ODM team. So remember, Raila was going there a day after William Ruto, and of course he was just supposed to crown the event. Today, then was just supposed to crown the event. So what happened here is, of course, he told the governor, and there was a lot of groundwork that was done about his presence. And now this UDA MCA, so that one position that was supposed to be, that was given to Winnie, was it going to be given to all the Turkanas? You know, as much as leaders say that politicians should stop using young people, we must also say that leaders should not using, government should not stop using such gullible MCS. Then, after she finished, she gave the microphone to another MCA, was a Jubilee MCA and just spoke well, was a nominated Jubilee MCA, and then came this other MCA. And this other MCA continued with the verification process. It was a bit jittery and even started doubting whether that person was from that place. And that's why you see he's saying, we are coming from this place. And then he wasn't even within the area. So the crowd heckled the MCAs that were verifying the ODM leaders in the event. And after a while, a chaos started. Chaos started because Manuar Namwar was a UDA member of parliament, the Turkana Central. They said there was no right that was going there. So even from the way, even the last part of that drama, you will realize that there was a choreographed plan to ensure that that event ends halfway before Raila Odinga speaks. And I think Raila will then get opportunity to address this situation later on in another exclusive press conference with the journalists.
Now, I know that Mr. Ruto was here yesterday, and as is his nature now, practice, he made all those empty promises of what they intend to do for this region. But I know that there's a big disconnect between the rhetoric and the reality as such. So what I wanted to do here today is basically to tell these people that they need to unite together with the people of Kenya. This region has voted for me and for ODM and Azimio overwhelmingly in the last general elections. We have 3 members of parliament from this region. We have some members of county assembly. The governor himself is from ODM. Even the previous governor, Mr. Nanok, was also from ODM. And I enjoy a lot of support. I don't need anybody's invitation to come to Turkana. Turkana is part of Kenya. I lead a political party, which is Kenyan political party and a coalition. So I don't need anybody's invitation to come here. And when I come and the people want me to talk, actually it is the height of stupidity to refuse me even an opportunity to greet the people. The governor, of course, was feigning that he was not aware, because he was very aware. And I know that he gave assurances to Mr. Ruto that he will not allow us to speak here today. That is the height of political intolerance and hypocrisy. But we are not deterred as Azimio. And I want to actually assure our supporters in Turkana we will be coming back.
I want to say here for the record, we have come far, and it is time. This is a signal that the state is committed to stifle political mobility of the Azimio leaders. Stifle political mobility of the Azimio leaders. And I think Raila Odinga must see, you know, this is coming a day after a report emerged that their position, or created position of the opposition leader, and the other position created of, I don't know, Prime Cabinet Secretary. Now, so that position created of opposition leader, I think the media reporting as it's a Raila position. And so, Raila should not even dare think about ceasefire with William Ruto, because on one hand, and that is why I kept on insisting, the ceasefire between Raila and Uhuru was genuine, very genuine. A ceasefire between Raila and Ruto is not very genuine. And why would Ruto want, or rather stage, political incitement to block Raila Odinga's speech from the public? And number 2, with such drama, the security of Raila Odinga is already compromised, and the other Azimio leaders. So why do you think the state is trying to stifle political mobility of Raila Odinga? Number 1, Ruto wants to create a hostile environment and to create a perception that there is hostility against Raila Odinga. And I want to ask a question. Those MCs should give us an answer. Since 2013, which is this position that Raila has been in government? Has never been in government. No, he's never been in government. So even if you want to create hostility for what? I think the government just needs to work for the people. And this other orthodox means of blocking alternative voices is actually negating the fruits of multi-party democracy that this country fought for. This country fought for multi-party democracy. And if you're working, why would you want to silence the other alternative voices? Number two, William Samoei Ruto is already campaigning. And today I saw some event in Bomas where some women caucus were meeting. UDA women caucus. UDA officers are being launched. President is moving from one county to the other campaigning for his re-election. And in what he's doing, they're stifling Azimio mobility so that they can have information one way. They just want to frustrate Azimio on campaigns. It's a clear way to frustrate Azimio la Umoja political forays. And I don't think even if you want to take over Turkana, Turkana was an ODM zone too. For the last 10 years, they got the governorship twice. Even this one, they got it. So for the last 3 general elections, 2020, 2017, 2013, ODM party has been getting it. They have 3 MPs. They have MCS there. So even if you want to stage a coup and take over, which is not a problem because parties are trying to scramble, but is that the way of making forays in Azimio areas? President Ruto was in Nyanza. Nyanza is an ODM zone. He was welcomed there by even the elected leaders and campaigned. He went there for campaigns and was given a platform to campaign. Now, if UDA wants to take over Turkana, which is an ODM zone, is that the strategy? No. Turkana leaders must stop that stupidity.